Gre- Greetings. This is Skyler Saunders. What's current? The Diamond White Boy, Eminem, has dropped yet another album, his 12th in his series of, pretty excellent, very good, meh, kind of, and, solid albums. I haven't listened to it. This isn't a review. This is just another checkup on the white on white hate between he and MGK. Now he has other white detractors, but the most part is he and MGK for the most part. He's got people like Caitlyn Jenner, people that are dead. They can't respond. They can't say anything. Christopher Reeve, the actor who played Superman, he's gone at him many times. He's talked about Christopher Reeve on multiple occasions. But it's his flow. It's his different cadences. It's the different way he expresses himself. But all that's cool. I just want to know, how far is this white hate going to go? I don't want it to come to violence. I don't want to have any force involved. But I would love to see them, have a full-fledged 6-round battle or something like that. Have go for 6 or 12 rounds. Just battle it out on the mic. See who's the best in a freestyle. Off the top of the dome. Even if it's not a complete freestyle, it's just like battle rap. Battle rap is written, but you got to remember all your lines. You got to remember all the different punchlines and different ways that you can joust and make metaphors and speak well and get the crowd on your side. And that's the most important thing. Just like in a debate, it's all about the crowd. It's all about the audience. It's not necessarily, who won against him or not. It's what the audience thinks. That's what's most important. So I'm looking for Eminem. I'm looking for Eminem to do the damn thing. Looking for him to, come out on top. Or MGK. MGK could come out on top. He's not like he's a terrible rapper. He's not like he's some, just second rate, awful, gutter snipe on the mic. He's a punk rapper. I think he does country. I think he does rock. I think he does all kinds of different avenues on the microphone. But Eminem has plainly stated, he's an MC. He hasn't flirted with the guitar. He hasn't. He's a producer. He's one of the best producers. That's one thing he's uncredited for, or overlooked for doing, is being a great producer. He actually is one of the best producers. He produced the song that he was with Jay-Z on Renegade, that they say that he washed him. Oh shit! Dot focus in here. We got it's a fundraiser Saturday. No, I'm just messing with you. I appreciate what you did yesterday. Thank you very much. Today is free. I have the free weekends. If you want to come with money, that's cool. But if you don't, I can feel that too. So he says, that focus says, "Yeah, what up? Me and my bro Henrock watching you right now, smoking blunts." That's all right. Keep doing it. Are you smoking that good Kush? Are you smoking? What are you on? What are you doing, that bubble Kush? All right. What's going on, Henrock? Salute to you, sir. Salute, Henrock. Salute. Have no problems giving salutes out. People that want to support my brand, Dot Focus, and many others. I have 589 subscribers, so if I can get just 1 or 2 people on here, I'm happy. And this is in the morning. This is in the morning. It's not even before. It's before noon, so I'm pretty happy about that. Always the gassiest of the gas. Oh, you're on that za. You're on that za. I ain't mad at you. Do your thing, man. Do that. I've never smoked marijuana in my life. I've never ingested any marijuana products ever. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm not saying that to be cool or anything like that. Or like I'm better than somebody. I'm just saying this is a fact. I just never had. But I always supported. I've had girlfriends that smoke weed. So, and they never. She never offered any to me. So I was like, all right. She had a bowl. She was just like, smoking a bowl. And and it just got to a point where it was like, okay, that's cool. You do your thing, and I don't have to do that. I respect you for that, though. I think I'm going off topic here just a little bit, but I'm thinking about marijuana. They're about weed, and they're smoking blunts. They could be smoking blunts with tobacco in them, by the way. But the implication is, of course, that they're smoking weed. So I'm talking about weed. Should be legalized across the board. Shouldn't have any medical cards. 17 and older. That's the only regulation I can think of that should be in place. The tax should only be on consumption, not on income, so people can make a fortune off of selling weed, and we can have strong relations with people in places like Colombia, and they do coca. Excuse me. Well, cocaine should be legal too, but what are the other places? And what are the other places that do great weed? I think we're pretty good in America, because California is like Mexico. Mexico is probably a good place for weed. Mexico and California, they have the best areas, I think. So, long story short, keep doing your thing. Dot Focus and Henrock, continue to enjoy the show. Tell 3 people, but don't tell 4 people about my goofy ass. And I appreciate you. I do. All right, getting back to Eminem. So this white on white hate, deeper than black on black crime. I will say it right now. It's deeper than black on black crime. White on white hatred. Okay? That's why this country was formed, out of white on white hatred. We over here said, we don't give a goddamn about a king. What are you talking about, a king? What's a king? How you going to have people come over to this continent, say, oh no, we own this. This is our colonies. No. Y'all don't own these colonies. Y'all might be the biggest and the most and the baddest and the strongest country in all of human history up to this point in the 18th century. Y'all might be on that. But what about the fact that we're going to take over this country? And we don't know what's going to happen to it. It could go off the hinges, but we're going to have these documents, especially the Declaration of Independence. We just had Independence Day. And that was like white on white hate from the 18th century. And it's been going on since the dawn of time, really. White people don't really hate black people. I'll get to that in a second. Hold on. We got a question from Dot Focus. Cocaine, are you watching us right now? What do you mean? Cocaine? This is what Dot Focus says. Cocaine, are you watching us right now? No. I'm just saying how cocaine should be legalized. That's what my point was. My point was it should all be legalized. And I respect the fact that you and Henrock can smoke blunts, and in a country where you should be free to be able to do that. That's all I'm saying. So we have 2 white boys going at each other. MGK's, I don't want to do net worths. Net worths is goofy. We don't know what people are really worth. It doesn't matter in the long scheme of things. It only matters personally and privately and selfishly. Your net worth. So I think that I haven't, like I said, this isn't a review of the album at all. This is no way a review of the album. This is just a reminder that the white on white hatred is so much more potent and powerful than any other hatred in the world. So much more, even more black and white hatred, or red and yellow hatred, or brown and white hatred, or anything like that. White on white hatred, they run the world. White man runs the world. That's a fact. You can't say it. Anywhere the white man is, the white man's in Africa. Where is he? In South Africa. Well, who's running things? White man. Doesn't matter who's in office. Didn't matter in the United States with Barack Obama. That was cute. Oh, we got a first black president. Oh boy, great, wonderful, wow. You're still not running everything in the world. You're not still running the central banking system. You're not running the multiple corporations. You're not running all those different things. White man's got that on lock. Okay, it was cute. It was cute to have the first black president. Oh, wasn't that special? So I think that's very important to point out the fact that these white boys had, like I said, he's the diamond star, Eminem. He's the leader of the pack when it comes to creating music and making music, and it tapping into something that nobody even really was ready for. They may have, tried to say that, I expect him to do, he's going to do well, but he knocked it out the park. 2 albums are certified diamond of his. He has multiple platinum plaques. I always say he's the Larry Bird of hip hop, just to make a connotation. I always say Jay-Z is obviously Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Lil Wayne is the late great Kobe Bryant, Kanye West, or the artist formerly known as Kanye West, Ye, he's Magic Johnson, and I can go on and on and on, but I'll just give you a flavor of my. If you look at what I'm saying, if you see what I'm saying, you'll be like, yeah, I can see that. So, yeah, so that's the nature of the game. That's the nature of the white man. That's why I like white men to be, confident and braggadocious, and some people will say narcissistic. I would prefer the term egoistic, not egotistical or egotist. There's a difference. It's slight, but it's very evident at the same time. So, I do want to say that Eminem definitely has been a marker since my childhood. I grew up with him. I was like, what, 11, 12, maybe not even, yeah, around 11, 12, somewhere around there when he was first blowing up, and he took over the game. He took over the game quickly. He was one of the fastest to take over the game. Nas had the game, Snoop had the game, Jay had the game, DMX had the game, the late great DMX. They all had the game. Ja Rule, I can go on and on and on. But Eminem had it faster and with more intensity, because they're like, who's this white boy? And he got flow. He got some goofy, weird lyrics and crazy, wild talk. He's talking about, killing his ex-wife or his wife, or on again, off again, whatever they are. And it's crazy. But that focus, I'm not watching you right now. I just wanted to reiterate that. I'm not watching you right now. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're playing with your nose. You just said you're smoking blunts. That's completely legal. Cocaine, not so much. So I'm not, telling on you. I'm not saying anything against that. I'm not saying anything for it. What's the topic, big nigga? Wizard, my guy. It's how much money you can possibly give me from your checking account. That's the topic. That's the exact topic. How much money? How much can you rid yourself of from your bank account to give to me, Wizard? But no, yeah, Eminem took the rap game by storm, and then it was crazy because he dropped out because he got hooked on drugs. He got real fat. He was up to like 250 or something. I don't know what his weight was. He was over the 210 mark. I know that. And he was doing pills. He was, I think he was drinking probably too. He was probably, I know he was doing pills, and that gave way for for the artist formerly known as Kanye West. Yay. Would you say I didn't catch that? Oh, what would you say I didn't catch that? How much what? How much money, sir? How much money? How much money can you fork over? Cash App is at the top of the screen. It's in the live chat. Cash App, Skyler $, SkylerSaunders. Yo, you family, but I was just joking because you said cocaine. should be legal, and we started laughing. Oh, I appreciate it. But hey, I'm laughing at the fact that you were laughing, but I'm not laughing at the fact that cocaine should be legal. Of course it should be legal. It should be legal like everything. Heroin, fentanyl, all of it. Legalize all of it. And that's how you get rid of the drug war. That's how you get rid of people being on drugs, being strung out. And there will be people that will be strung out. There will be people that will make great fortunes. There will be people that will still have violence over, but it won't be the same way like we have now. Cigarettes, we have alcohol. Alcohol was banned. Alcohol was banned for a time in Prohibition. It was one of the highest points of police deaths in all of American history. It was the highest. Not even one of the highest. It was the highest point of police deaths in all of American history. And there were constant, speakeasies and underground things. You make alcohol illegal, there's going to be alcohol. You make marijuana illegal, there's going to be marijuana. You make cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, PCP, whatever drug, whatever illicit drug, it's going to be there. It's going to be present. It's going to exist. Somebody's going to come and get it somehow. Somebody's going to sell it, and somebody's going to use it, whether it's illegal or not. That's why we should push for it to be legal and taxed on the consumption end, not the income end. That's what I would say. And as president, I will say, no, let me stop. I could never be president. I'll be worse than Joe Biden at 40 if I was to run, in my 40s or something like that. I'll be falling up, falling down and falling upstairs. I'll be mumbling and fumbling over words. I'll be terrible. I'll be just as bad as him, but younger. And then it must be a Delaware thing. Must be something in the water. I don't know. There's something wrong with their brains. I don't know. They're just slipping. So it'd be a mess. But do appreciate any dollars that come my way today. I appreciate anybody that puts in something for my PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. I supremely support you, and thank you for supporting me. Made $43 yesterday, so I appreciate that. So that was special. I wanted to say how the white on white hate is so profound. Look at Russia and Ukraine. White on white hate. I mean, it's yay, sir. You need to go check your facts. See what it is right now, Wizard. It's yay. It's yay. Just like the site formerly known as Twitter is X. I still call it Twitter from time to time, though. So I catch myself. I try to catch myself. What about yay? Yes. Yay is a clown and a coon. Yeah. I would say so too. I would agree with you. Yea, though. Yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. But that's the power of the white on white hatred. The Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan didn't just hate black people. They hated white people too. They hated white people that were bootleggers. They wanted to have a temperance movement. And during the Prohibition, they thought, that blacks would get drunk and storm around and rape white women and be crazy and everything like that in the streets. So they wanted to, go for the temperance movement. And they destroyed, different vats and bottles and of whiskey and wine and all kinds of spirits and different alcoholic beverages. And they killed white people in the means, They didn't really just care about, killing black people or anything. They're a terrorist organization, or continue to be a terrorist organization that, goes against anybody like that. Because what are they gonna say? Oh, y'all some nigger lovers anyway. So, and what's worse than being a nigger? Being a nigger lover. Learn that. I learned that from Mr. Troy Star Terrain. All right, Wizard says Lord Jamar said M can't be the GOAT. No, I don't agree with that. I mean, excuse me, I can't agree with that. He can't be the GOAT. He's not the greatest of all time. Because he's white and white people are guests. Guests, you mean, in hip hop. He put guests. But I know what you mean. Yeah, so he's a guest in hip hop to a point. I mean, he's earned his way. He's got bars. He's got lyrics. He's got gems. He's got multiple hits, singles and albums worth. So he's no slouch. I wouldn't say he's the GOAT. I say Jay-Z is the GOAT. He's not my GOAT. He's not my favorite rapper. My favorite rapper is Master P. I'm gonna say this, Ye. Did Ye legally change his name to Ye, or was it just one of the fake bipolar? No, I think he legally changed it to Ye, either a few months ago or a few years ago. I can't remember exactly when, but if you look it up, you gotta look it up. See if Ye changed his name. I think that was it. I think he legally changed it. Wizard got some off-topic questions. Where were midgets during slavery? Probably, sold for a dozen a dime. A dime a dozen. That's where you get the term called the dozens, because there are people like if a slave was missing a hand or an arm or was crazy. I'm just using that term very loosely. Had a mental condition, some kind of mental deficiency. They weren't, smart enough. They couldn't pull their weight. They didn't have enough sense about them. They'd be put all together and sold for a dime, which is like $5-10 now. I think a dime is worth back then. But yeah, they were sold all together and a dime a dozen. So that's where I think midgets went. Answer your question. Gotta get back to why I don't want to hate MGK. He had a board. He was doing a drum machine, and he was rapping flow. He was doing his thing. I wasn't mad at him. He was doing his thing. I'm mad at his earrings and his pendant on his chain. It's all blades. They look like blades. I'm sure they're not sharp actual blades, but they look like the blades you take out of a razor. So I don't know. Just kind of messed me up. Wizard said Master be cool, but he's corny and he didn't do right by his people. Please explain how he's corny and didn't do right by his people. And what is right by people? What is this collectivist idea that you have to do right by your people? No, you have to do right by yourself and who you value. If you value your people, then that's something different. But that shouldn't be the main goal of achieving and creating and being successful and building. Other people should not be even considered in anything you say. I imagine the slave master saying he's half of the nigger, so I'll pay half the price. Oh shit! Were you just waiting for me to get that? Were you waiting for me to get that joke? You were setting it up and for me to cash in on it. If you did that, wonderful job, sir. Great job. I applaud you. That was clever. But no, honestly, I still say they're probably putting in the dozens. The dozens were sitting, the ones that had a little bit of sense about themselves, they would rank on each other. That's where, ranking came from. Ranking and what's it called? I can't even think of the names around, but talking about people, talking down to people, denigrating each other. That's where the dozens come from. it comes from the fact that, lesser grade slaves would talk about each other like, man, you ain't even got no arm. Oh, you ain't got no legs, or something like that. And it'll go on from there. So I love how you put Master P and then slave masters. I always love the fact that Master P had that name, Master P. Like white people have to call him Master. I always thought that was cool. Because this is an aside, I'm supposed to be talking about the white on white hate, but we talking about Master P. Master P has lived a life of at least 10 niggas. He was an NBA basketball player. He played for the professional. It was a not a prohibition game, exhibition game. It was an exhibition game, but he was cooking. He had some shots. He was doing some work. So he's a basketball player, a professional basketball player, a rapper, a producer, actor. I can go on and on. A sneaker salesman, clothes salesman, potato chip salesman. The man lived like 12 lives. I'm serious. It's crazy. But that's what's dope about him. That's what's really dope. I thought that was awesome. But anyway, white on white hate. Bigger than even Master P. MGK, Eminem's, he's talking about so many different people. He's talking about like Caitlyn Jenner. Like, then the article was, was talking about how he's always going after low hanging fruit. Duh, yeah, go for the low hanging fruit. That's how you score and win. Like I hate kind of like pickup basketball. I hate pickup basketball because there's no refs. You call your own fouls. Okay, Wizards got a lot to say. Okay, but you call your own fouls. For some reason, you have to call a bank shot. I don't understand. I never understood it. Somebody broke it down to me, but my dumb ass still doesn't get it. Why do I have to call a bank shot when I don't even know it's going to bank in? I'm just throwing it up there trying to get a swish. I like that, the ball when it goes right through the net, and sometimes the net goes over the rim, and that lets you know you hit a good shot. That's what I'm really wanting. And then I remember people saying, "Oh, you got to call those." The hell? How am I going to call it? I don't know when it's going to go in or not. I'm just tossing it up, trying to make it the shot. You got to call those. And the other thing is cherry picking or low hanging fruit. Cherry pickers are people like your center. He's, everybody down, like the point guard and the forwards and the other shooting guard. They're all, going down in one court. And then you get the possession of the ball. You toss it to your center. He shoots it and scores. He's under the basket. Like, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Cherry pick, get the low hanging fruit. So that's what I'm saying as an analogy for Eminem. Punch down. Punch down. Why punch up? You don't have to punch up when you can punch down. Okay. Wizard says MGK like Post Malone. They use black culture to get into their white. Okay. They used black culture to get into their white culture. Okay. They were dressing black and rapping. Now they're both are making. Oh, okay. Country music and the other doing rock. Well, ironically, they're doing black culture that nobody listens to. No black person listens to anymore. That's in the great book, Stuff White People Like. Among other things, white people love to, and there's a difference between white people, not like the Georgia Shore. They're not really white people. White people are like the Birkenstock and, kombucha making in their own house, going to the local, thrift shop and buying clothes, and that I can go on and on and on. But those are the white people, left leaning, kind of blue state, kind of that kind of white people, yeah. So country, black music, rock, black music, but what black people hardly don't listen to country music before Beyonce, especially, and rock, they haven't really listened to rock. I mean, as a whole genre, like people will hear a rock song. Yeah, I like that song. I listen to that. but not as a critical mass. Critical mass is R&B and hip hop for black audiences. It's R&B and hip hop. Wizard, he says, and I'm gonna get off the topic after this because it just turned to the halfway part of the show. Master P didn't, and where are my likes? What happened to my likes? I got 3 people in here. I had 4 people as the highest. 0 likes. Where are my likes? Hit that, smash that like button. What's going on, y'all? 3 people watching. I need to have 3 likes. What's happening? Master P didn't pay certain artists, and he did his wife filthy as far as giving her a piece of the pie. He actually snitched on his wife to the police. I'm sorry. And told them she smoked weed and drink liquor. As he should. Rat her ass out. The real white people are the ones you don't see. Facts. Major facts. Those facts. Are you talking? How deep are you talking? Are you talking like Wall Street and Silicon Valley? Are you talking about that? Those white people that you don't see? And the banking system? There's my like. I appreciate it. Thank you for the like. Smash that like button. Are you talking about, what are you talking about exactly? The real white people. Who are the real white people? The ones you don't see. I like how you phrase that. The real white people are the ones you don't see. That's interesting to me. And if this goddamn tie doesn't stand. Okay, stick to the topic. Okay, it's a new topic. Okay, I understand. Yes, Wall Street. Okay, yeah. So Wall Street, Silicon Valley, different places like that, multi-billionaires, they ain't giving up the money. Nigger, you're gonna have to tap dance and show your ass for a chance to cash in. Like my man Yasin, the artist formerly known as Most Def, Yasin Bey said, we poke out our asses for a chance to cash in. That's it. We got to go on the mic. We got to dance and sing and all loud and up front. But the white people in the back got the money, quiet, not saying anything. Yes, summer homes white and winter homes white. Oh, we winter there in Greenwich, Connecticut during our winters. It's great because most people don't want to come up here during the winter, so it's even less people. We just have we have the fireplace going and it warms the entire house. Like, okay. I got Jay-Z network on my wall white. Oh, wait, what? I got Jay-Z net worth on my wall white. You gotta phrase your sentences a little better, my friend. I'm not exactly sure. I don't follow what you're saying. Not trying to diss you. I'm just saying I don't. Yes, homes for each season. I understand that. Yes, homes for each season. Yeah. Homes for each season. That's the level you get to. When you have multiple homes, you have different stocks and bonds, you have shares in different companies, you're on the boards of different corporations, things of that nature. And I hate to call it nonprofit. It's for-profit organizations if it's properly run. Like Ayn Rand Institute is a for-profit institution because it is for profit. You're profiting spiritually, and you're profiting monetarily too. I profit monetarily. So they got J net worth and art basically. Oh, okay, got you. Because you said I was like you got They got J net worth and art. Yeah, Jay's net worth is like 2.7 billion. Some people have multi-billion-dollar, portrait collections and sculpture collections. If somebody's worth $150 billion, you don't think they got something for $2.7 billion? Come on. Somebody worth 180, $200 billion, Elon Musk. I always forget his name. Arnault. Something Arnault. Hold on. Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault. Worth 184 to 200 billion dollars. Billion dollars. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Real riches or wealth. I use them interchangeably, like hip hop and rap. I mean, some people say, oh, it's not hip hop, that's rap. Oh, it's not rap, that's hip hop. Oh, it's not riches, that's wealth. Oh, that's wealth, not riches. But I digress. I want to I do have a review. I have a review of a movie that I saw yesterday with my parents. And it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. I mean, I respect people that have faith. I respect people that have some semblance of ideas, but it's like it's so sad to see people, accept things that yep, that's right, that's okay. Like people, going off into saying things of a mystical nature, and the movie is called The Sound of Hope, and it pretty much describes a life of sacrifice and altruism rather than selfishness, which is proper, and capitalism, which is proper. It mainly tells the story about this couple. It was first a woman, and then she meets a pastor, and they get married, and then they have kids. They have kids of their own, or I think they don't have kids of their own. Excuse me, I'll take that back. She had children previously, and he said, we need to get together so we can have a family. And so they had one child who was mentally retarded. He had his struggles, and this is all based on real life. So they love to say that. That's why I don't really. It has to be a really great movie like The Social Network or something like that. It's got to be that great. It has to be that level of excellence, because I mainly go for fiction films. I like fiction films. It's like Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer was based on real events, based on real people, real people, and they dramatized it. As long as you can dramatize, if you can properly dramatize a movie, then I'm okay with it. In this movie, had like C level, D level acting. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. It was pretty engaging. I can understand it better. But the gist was, this woman, a first lady to the church, wanted to adopt some children. And she was like, well, you already got, like, the pastor saying you can't adopt children. You already have, what was it? I think it was 2 or 3 kids on her own. And she said, she was just like, no, I really want to do this. I can handle it. I can do the challenge. And she was saying how it's a tough road. It's like these children have been abused and neglected. And one lady, female, she thought she was a cat. No joke. No, I'm not even trying to laugh at that, because I didn't laugh when it happened. I was like, that's kind of sad, because she was so secluded from other people, so neglected from care and love, that she thought she would turn herself into a cat and adapt or adopt. I shouldn't say adopt. Just mimic the actions of a cat. Let me get this question before I go further. Do white people avoid taxes by putting it into their charity and different foundations? I mean, that's everybody. I don't evade. It's a good thing you use the right diction. I don't evade taxes. I avoid taxes. And that's simply by putting my money in the right places, it not going over the bounds. I'm very careful about that. But brown, red, yellow, black, all white, they all do it. Anybody with some sense, you want to save on taxes, because taxes will kick your ass. Taxes will kick your ass. 3 people in here, 1 like. What's going on? Where's my likes? I need at least 2 likes. Okay, I need at least 1 like. 2 people in here now. But no, Sound of Hope, completely mystical. Mystified. That now it's back to 3. Okay. 3 people in here, 1 like. But completely mystical. It was a mystified understanding, mystified way of reckoning, obviously, because it was a pastor and wife, and they're real life people, so you can't say anything. You can't say, I mean, you can say, and you'd be right, but people that will argue, oh, well, it was based on a true story, so you can't say that it was a movie. They turned it into art. They turned a photograph into a painting. That's the difference. You can paint real people, but it has to be rendered. It's in the rendering. It's how you render the real person. That's what counts. That's what makes the most sense. That is what's so crucial, is the fact that you can show yourself as someone who is going to be a bastion for great art. You know, it's difficult. Art is hard. Art is very hard. But if you do it right, it's like anything. Flying a plane is probably hard. I never flew a plane, but it's probably hard. You got to train and you got to do flight hours. You got to know exactly what the dials and instruments are and everything like that. That's probably pretty difficult. But then you get used to it. You start doing it more and more and more, and you know it's not difficult anymore. It's just you just got to pay attention to it. But it's not the same kind of terror, you know, or something that haunts you. Something that you know you can continue with power and might and knowledge. Wizard asks, he's not in the topic, but I answer him anyway. Are you into different mythologies like Greek, Egyptian, and things of that nature? Yes, I love mythologies. The best known mythology I have is Christian. Christian mythology I know almost back to front, which you shouldn't write. If you're a lady, you shouldn't write back to front. Just get that's a tool from Skyler Saunders. That's another saying from Skyler Saunders. If you're a female, don't write back to front. But seriously, no, Christian mythology, everything from, you know, Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt, you know, to the golden calves, to the snake being on the rod, to, I mean, you can go on and on and on. Samson's hair, you know, Jesus's quote unquote miracles, you know, all that. It's all mythology. All that is mythology. Judeo-Christian mythology. It's all that is. This goddamn time, I swear to Christ. All right, so yeah, so the Sound of Hope. I mean, it's conservative, but conservatives most likely won't like it because it's mainly about black people. But there's a white woman. Yes, there's a white woman, and she comes in and saves the day. And you can't say, "Oh, that's obviously a white savior." But I guess you can. You really can, though, because again, this is art. This is a movie. This is a movie. Okay, Wizard, what are you talking about? It's a movie about Greek mythology named Immortals. Check it out. Immortals? All right, I definitely check that out. I'm looking for it. I'm putting it in right now. But Ayn Rand had her novel, in her previous novels, considered Prometheus. Obviously, her most famous novel probably is Atlas Shrugged. Atlas Shrugged. What does Atlas hold up? The world, or in different literature, it's really the heavens. But you kind of metamorphosize that. You kind of change it into the world, the globe. That's why they're called atlases, the maps, because he held the world on his back. Really, I mean, if you say the heavens, you mean really the world. I mean, they said heavens and they meant celestial bodies, but that's something different. But Sound of Hope, man, and it didn't give me much, but like I said, 12 Years a Slave. 12 Years a Slave had Brad Pitt at the end. He had to come through. He came through, and he represented. He was representing the white savior, the Jesus effect. Yeah, what? I think it's E though. Be careful how you spell EFFECT. Effect in that sense. White people say black, but you're right, Wizard. Yes, white people saving black people. I have one person in here, one person like. I think it's just Wizard. I could be wrong, but I think it's just Wizard or not. Wizard is a good supporter. I appreciate that. Thank you for holding me down. These are the moments I'm gonna remember when I'm a trillionaire. I'm gonna be like, man, I remember there was only one person watching. They were just asking questions, good questions, and I appreciated him for asking them. Now let's back up to 3. This is the goofiest. I swear, this is the goofiest measurement ever. But anyway, so like in the movie, 12 Years a Slave, that was based on a real story, but the way it's rendered, the way it's made into art. So they made it make sure that white people can clap and say, this is the best picture of the year. This is so great, because a white man had to step in. Another example of nonfiction. Nonfiction was Hidden Figures. Great movie, great acting, great writing, pretty great movie all around. However, Kevin Costner had to step in. Well, I'm the white savior. I'm the one that has to make the rules and saying things. And that was, I was like, really? Like, couldn't have been a black person? Just make it a black person. It's art. It's art. There could be elements of truth and reality, and there could be elements of just making it art. So, like, going back to this movie, Sound of Hope, the white woman represented the white savior, the Jesus effect, as Wizard has so eloquently pointed out. It's inherent in our culture. It's inherent in our art. It's got to be a white way. Somebody's got to understand our plight. Couldn't have been a black person. Couldn't have been a black woman to come through. You like Birth of a Nation? Yeah, I liked Birth of a Nation. I liked Birth of a Nation. There was no white savior. That movie did horribly at the box office. Nobody wanted to watch it. No, not even black people. They were like, we need a white savior. We need, a magical Negro. We need some kind of some kind of semblance. You can't just go through and start hacking your way through like Nat Turner. You can't do that. You can't. That's why that movie went nowhere. I love the soundtrack too. And I didn't nobody pray. Lord, I didn't nobody pray. That's my song right there. I don't want to say much more because I got a copyright strike and then I'll be done. But yeah, I like Birth of a Nation. I saw that in the movie theater. Actually, I saw that in the movie theater, and that was strong. That was a strong hit, and that's why it didn't do so well because didn't have an out. You always have to have an out for white people if you want to advance in life. I mean, I'm not even knocking it. I do it from time to time myself. You have to code switch. You got to code switch to win. But I mean, art, it's different. In art, you feel different. Like I have an Uncle Tom, a Mammy, a ditzy blonde, a white savior slash token white boy. That's all in my and an AZN, an AZN. Look up AZN and you'll find out what I'm talking about. They don't want black to save one another. That movie great, and Django. Yes, Django. See, that was fiction. It had elements of fact, but it was repurposed. And Django is great. Django is great because he saved himself. Well, excuse me, I shouldn't say too much, but he saved himself many times throughout the movie. And hold on, oh my God. Don't mess with my brain. Don't mess with. I'm trying to get it together right now. Hold on. Don't. Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington's character was so great. She played her role so well. Have to give her props. So yeah, Django and Birth of a Nation are the truth. I have to watch Birth of a Nation again. Thank you for bringing that up again. That was a great movie. Nobody wanted to see no niggas killing all these white niggas. And they what they do to them. And this is history, this is facts. So it's not even like I'm spoiling it. You can look it up on history. What didn't they tar and feather him and then hang him or something crazy? I think they hanged him, but hanged Nat Turner for his rebellion, I guess you can say, against the white establishment. If that's a cute name, white establishment, the white supremacy of the South. He was an educated black man. He learned, he knew the Bible. He knew different scriptures, different scrolls. But it didn't save him. Like I said, this is all factual. And that's the thing, though. It's like there's always got to be an out. There's always got to be a white savior. And there's always got to be some kind of, oh, well, yeah. So there's equality. There's we can hold hands together and sing kumbaya. That's cute. Then I'm not for it. Okay, let me make this clear. I am not for reparations. For me, if you want to get reparations, fight. That's what I'm saying. Get it. Fight for reparations. But I'm not going to fight for reparations because I don't think I deserve it. I don't think I've earned it. I can't trace back my lineage. If you should be able to check back your lineage and see that if everybody is dead, you shouldn't be able to get any money. So I think at 2024, there's no such thing as reparations for slavery. For me. If there's some fight and then some people says, well, hey, look, you missed out on the millions. We got millions, which would be insane because that's trillions of dollars. That's tens of trillions of dollars. If every black family got money from reparations, it will be in $200 to $500 increments or $600, maybe $1,500. Because any substantial money, anything like in the millions or billions, would be tens of trillions or hundreds of trillions of dollars. And that just ain't happening. So you can forget that dream. I could see Africans really owe, not the American people, Africans. They're the ones that owe reparations. If you want to talk about truth. They use his skin for shoes. Holy shit. I didn't even realize that. Damn. I kind of remember that, though. For some reason, that kind of brings me back. But, yeah, so if you want to do reparations, that's your business, but I'm not for it. I'm not, ADOS or ADOS, or I always pronounce it wrong, and FBA, that's your business. That's your business. I will not accept a dime. I'm saying that now, and I'm saying that forever. Even if they pass some kind of legislation, like I said, the Africans are the real ones. Because I have 0 viewers right now, but I don't think that's true because Wizard's in here. He's talking. So yeah, Wizards posting and it says 0 viewers. That's what I'm talking about. It's goofy, YouTube. YouTube, wake up. I gotta watch Roots. Roots is excellent. Roots was great. I watched the whole series in like a few days. I'm elementary teacher used to let us watch it. They gave it to the Native Americans. They gave what to the Native Americans? What are you talking about? Oh, they did it to the Native Americans. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The late great Paul Mooney said that too. There was a casting call for slaves. And slaves, there were white people. I'm not doing this shit. I want to call my lawyer, and the Indian just get catatonic and not do anything. Mexicans, they weren't picking cotton, they were picking oranges. So there was a casting call before they landed on blacks, and I don't know what happened to the other red people. They probably weren't even thought of yet in America. They probably were, though. I'm sure. That's the thing we don't get with history. History is a mess. We try to make sense of it as best as we could, but it's too long, too drawn out, too intricate. You can put it into a book, kind of, but there's always going to be gaps and holes and different ways where you don't explain yourself fully. Did the Moors sell us out? I don't know enough about the Moors. All I know is about just as they gave them money. Okay. Yeah, I think you just answered your own question there, sir. But I'm just saying as the African diaspora, the African chiefs said, look, you can take all these niggas. I don't care about none of them. I'll take your money and I'm gonna build up my kingdom. And y'all can have us. Y'all can have them. Then the Africans lived in their life, not worrying about a damn thing. Then came over on a boat or on a plane, and then landed in New York City and on Canal Street trying to sell a briefcase full of watches. And the late great Paul Mooney said, "I know what time it is. Damn it! You don't have to give me a watch." But getting back to the story, I got less than 3 minutes left. The Sound of Hope is going to warm most hearts if they see it. It hasn't been widely released, I don't think. Not as wide as possible. It's very, 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 very Christian. Super Christian, super conservative in a sense in that way, even though conservatives probably aren't going to like it because there's so many black people in it. But there are very many conservatives, I don't want to discount them, that do enjoy black fare, black entertainment, black arts. So overall, I would have to give this movie a D+. Because like I said, the cinematography wasn't great. The writing wasn't great. The acting was pretty okay. It was pretty okay. It wasn't terrible. So I have to give credit to them for that. Wizards going off. Mexicans be treating us like they wanted to be the slaves. I was saying that Native Americans got reparations. Oh yeah, well yeah. Native Americans definitely had reparations because maybe they shouldn't have gotten reparations. I could argue that. And they shouldn't be on a reservation. They shouldn't be treated like fake Rolexes, exactly. They shouldn't be treated as tribal nations. They should be treated as individuals. That's what they should be treated as. And they have what now? Casinos all across the country. And what else? What else is the stereotypes? What do we got stereotypes? They had the white man's firewater and drug use, and most Native American women are abused or stolen from their homes and kidnapped. different things like that. But like I said, not all Native Americans receive reparations. There may be select few tribes that were given reparations, but most of them were given tracts of land to build up these casinos. It's facts. You can look it up. So, like I said, D plus, very mystical, very Christian based movie. Okay acting, pretty bad directing, pretty bad everything else. Yeah, so I cannot recommend it. I would just say, if you have time, maybe one day, you're on that Zaza, you feel some type way, you want to watch something different. It was very hard to watch. Some scenes were very, strong, very heavy handed, and just I get it. Okay, we get it. All right, we don't have to go that far. Like it was just too much. It was way too depressing. It was a very depressing movie. It was not uplifting like it sounds. The Sound of Hope wasn't very uplifting to me at all. So that's my review. I will see you sometime tomorrow. Maybe definitely after this time, because it'll be time. Probably in the evening. I just am experimenting. I'm seeing how many people are on here. I think it was up to like 12, to be honest. So I appreciate you. I don't know what it is. I don't know how. You guys got to tell me, Wizard, how did you find out about me? Did you get a notice? Did you get were you on YouTube already? How did you know? How did you know that the show was on, Wizard? Did you get a notification? Let me know in the comment section. Live chat. Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Don't worry about me. I'm asking you. How did you find this broadcast? Was it a notification or what? How did you know I was on there? It looks like zero. Or this I got you. I'll watch it. Trust me. I got you. How did you find out about the show? How did you know it was on air right now? Did you get a notification? I can't wait too long, sir. I gotta get out of here. Let me know. Just send me a kite on the live chat. Say, was it a notification or not? Wizard, did you have a notification? I was on. Okay, you were on YouTube. Okay. That wraps it up. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. And I thank you. Continue to tell 5 people, but not 6 people. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Take care.